America, Asian community is not monolithic. Maybe it's an educational opportunity. I mean, maybe we could grow up a little bit in terms of understanding who we are as a country, how this state and this nation was built. I'm very mindful in the 1800s how California was built and the contributions to Asian Americans. I'm also mindful of some of the most horrific parts of our past emanated in California. The Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. It was 30 years where we were driving Asians out of this country, out of our state. I mean, the Page Act in 1875, denying women the ability to immigrate from China. So I'm mindful.
What if law enforcement told you about the
I'm
motive of this shooter?
I'm going to let law enforcement do their job, and I'm going to make sure elected officials like myself don't do their job for them, particularly as they're assessing all the facts and making a determination.
Have you met with
the best source?
And have you met with some of the victims' families?
I met with the victims, with the victims' family. I met with a victim in the ICU last night that may not make it. And, shared my quiet thoughts to the victim. That's intense. What a privilege for me to be able to see him. I met a victim and his son. His mom speaks Cantonese, a translator, and all that young man is in the bed, shattered bones. He's saying, how many days do I have to be here because I can't afford this hospital? How many days I'll be here because I'm scared I'm going to lose my job. Can you help me? So, yeah, I met with the victims and their families, and I hope we remember those folks too, not just people that died. People's lives completely changed and shattered, and the fear that their family has, they never go away. And so I think we need to be mindful of that as well. There are a lot more victims of mass shootings than the numbers you see on nightly news. What's unique is these large capacity magazine clips that will take down every single one of you in a matter of seconds. It's just weapons of pure mass destruction. And the fact that that is not being addressed in this country is comical. It's disgraceful. It's offensive to the senses, to common sense, to dignity. You claim to care about your kids? We were just talking, the number one killer of our kids last year was guns. What the hell's wrong with us? I'm not saying take everybody's guns and stop that, the extreme, back and forth. Some damn common sense, common dignity. Freedom to walk the damn streets without being fearful. Kids, literally, kids being traumatized over and over again because of these damn drills at school for shooters, and we're not dealing with the damn issue. So that needs to be addressed. And I know everybody says, well, it's this incident. Well, solve for the pattern. Solve for the damn pattern. It's not every incident. It's a pattern over and over and over again. And they're cowering, every single damn one of them. You see some of those folks in the news this weekend. We'll just need more surveillance. I mean, it's comical. It's nonsense. They're wholly owned subsidiaries of these interest groups. It's a disgrace. Only in America. And we're better than that. We're supposed to be leading the world, not just responding to these mass crises and expressing damn prayers and condolences over and over and over again. I said this how many times? I've done so many of these. The reason I haven't done all the damn press conferences yesterday, I was here the whole day, is I can't do those again. I can't keep doing them, saying the same thing over and over again. I mean, it's insane. So I'm here trying to feed my responsibility and soul at the same time, but the soul of America is in real peril unless we fundamentally address these issues, and we know how to do it. California's led the way. We lead the nation. We know gun safety saves lives, period, full stop. It doesn't save every life. We're not solving for every incident. I get that. We're humbled by it. But no state is outperformed. And you see that. The data bears that out. We got serious about these things and led the nation on assault weapons bans, large capacity magazine clips, background checks on ammunition, waiting periods, and red flag laws, saving lives. But the federal government hasn't done it. And they need to get it done. In the absence of that, states need to do it.
But how did he get a gun that's illegal in the state of
Exactly.
California?
We'll figure it out. It breaks my heart that, armed camps are not places of peace. It's about building a sense of community. All eyes, people having capacity to live together across their differences because they respect one another. And so we have work to do. I recognize that. We've seen gun purchases go through the roof in the last few years as people become more fearful. I mean, they're full networks that do nothing else but sell fear. That's all they do. They sell fear about immigration. They sell fear about crime. And yet they sell calm about climate change. You know, I mean, let's look at ourselves and let's look at some of these outlets and look at the culpability. You know, come on, Fox is a disgrace to the kind of racial priming in animals. And I find it disgraceful. I really do. And it needs to be called out. And you see it over and over and over again. Not just what you're saying, it's how people say it. And I grow up seeing that all my life. It's not just the hate crimes. It's the fact that you've gone online, you see the bullying, the harassment. It's the data that's not collected that we need to address. And I'm proud of this state. The last couple of years, no state in the country is doing more to invest in anti-Asian hate, by providing support and resources, data collection, research. But we have a lot more work to do.
What message do you have for the elders? I mean, a lot of people come for Asian elders and they have concerns about their safety.
Yeah, and you've seen that over the course of the years. Yeah. Seniors grocery shopping in broad daylight, being knocked out, caught on camera. So that sense of lack of safety and confidence, again, is not unique to this moment. And that's why it's incredibly important that folks like me get out into the community and express a different kind of resolve than we've seen in the past, and demand it from others, and demand it from the people that are perpetuating so much of this division. People that literally their entire careers are built on othering people, whose entire political careers are built on scapegoating vulnerable minorities and communities. You see it every day, and it just needs to be called out. It's so un-American. It's so beneath who we are. And again, in a pluralistic society like this, California has a unique responsibility to the state as large as ours to be a leader. And I'm not naive. I'm humbled by this moment. By definition, the work we still have in front of us to do.